Other interesting business news, Dollar General stock crashed more than 30% as sales come to a standstill. And things, I mean, this is pretty bad economy when the dollar store is doing bad. Now, there are a few industries where they actually thrive in a low economy. Historically, we have the sin stocks. A lot of people actually increase consumption of alcohol and tobacco-related products during slow times of the economy. And also places like Dollar General, then their really only competitor would be Dollar Tree, which Dollar Tree also owns Family Dollar. So now you kind of have almost like a duopoly in that category of stores, which again is a rough business to be in, especially because the government causes inflation, which again, when you're trying to sell something for a dollar, that dollar is worth less and less and less thanks to the ineptitudes of the U.S. government. It's gotten to the point where I'm still impressed they make any profit at all these days. Now, one of the first instances to bring this up, and we'll go into the whole article, but really saw this on X Twitter first. This was noted by a tweeter or someone who is on the X Twitter by name of Disclose and .tv. They say, quote, just in, Dollar General shares dropped 26%, marking the steepest industry decline in intraday decline in history. The CEO says his core customers are financially constrained. Again, that it got even worse. So it actually went more than 30% after that happened. So it's been last week was really rough for Dollar General. This went pretty viral. Got 1.1 million views. One of the first comments comes from Valentina Gomez saying, quote, fire Kamala, she literally fires everything up, or F's everything up rather. I got 217 likes. Plenty of memes. Oh, they didn't respond in meme form, but they did say it's pretty bad when people can't afford stuff from the Dollar General, unquote. They got 398 likes. Actually, it was actually more than 30%. It crashed 32%. Jeez Louise. George Alexandropoulos says, but Don Lemon told me inflation isn't real, getting 675 likes, which, I mean, if you ever feel like you're bad at your job or you don't deserve a job, just remember Don Lemon somehow made a living his whole life in journalism. If he can make money in that profession, anyone can make money anywhere. Like, just put a modicum of effort into whatever you do in life. You're just like, if Don Lemon can make a living, I can. Anyone can. So you also have Florida Man Eats saying, imagine how bad the economy is when even the Dollar General is down in price. We really need Trump back in office, getting 237 likes. Freckled Liberty says, it's bad when people can't afford the dollar store anymore. Now going to the actual article from good old Yahoo Finance, the original OG search engine from back in the day. This specifically is an article written by Inez Ferreri. She's a writer over there. They say, quote, Dollar General stock tanks 32% after outlook cut spurred by cash-strapped customers. I'll actually let you look at the little infographic while I go over the actual granular details. They say Dollar General said it expects its fiscal 2024 same-store sales growth in a range of approximately 1 to 1.3%. That's cringe bad growth rate, compared to the previous expectations of 2 to 2.7%. So they're cutting that in half. Jeez. CEO Todd Vasajos says, quote, it appears to us very strongly that this lower-end consumer continues to be very much financially strapped, especially as it relates to her ability to feed her families and support her families. Wow. Unquote. Vassos said that last week of each calendar month was the weakest by far, with customers leaning into a mix of 2,000 items still priced at $1 below. Shoppers opted for more consumable goods and less seasonal home and apparel items during the quarter, which that's terrible news for investors and folks who work at Dollar General. Because again, if you think about where do companies make the most money, especially when it comes to retail, especially when it comes to grocery stores and these pseudo consumable stores that have more tangible products that are not immediately consumed. Well, yeah, groceries are the worst product on the planet when it comes to profit. And Kroger made less than, what was it, 2%? Albertsons made about 1.3% profit margin last quarter, and Kroger was like 2.1%. There's basically no profit in groceries. On average, there are a couple of products where, yeah, they'll be profitable, but on average, it is a tough industry to be in. That's why places like Dollar General, well, shoot, even Walmart and Target, or if you feel so fancy, you can call it Target. Well, they have all these other products that they want you to purchase to increase the actual profitability of the store. That's why they all sell clothing, TVs, jewelry, and all that other random stuff you don't really need. And yeah, the fact that the people shopping at these stores are shifting more to the food, that's even worse for these stores because those items are even less profitable for that. Now, he also said, quote, all this points that would indicate that this is a cash-strapped consumer, even more than we saw in Q1. Easily. Now, they say Dollar Store has been undergoing a quote-unquote back to basics improvement plan held by Vassos, who returned to Dollar General last year. However, Wall Street has become impatient with the Dollar Store model as retail giants like Walmart increase their market share with consumers across different income ranges. Which, yeah, you're seeing a lot of the I don't know, call them the slightly higher end consumers. They're actually going to Walmart. Again, Walmart has darn near everything you need in life. Except for this, it's kind of sad. Some stores, they don't sell guns anymore. And as an American, I think it'd be nice to be able to get that there as well. But I partially digress. They have darn near everything you need. And when it comes to the price per unit, that's where it's a much more compelling reason. Dollar General is excellent at having a low price point. It's literally $1. But if you correlate that to actually price per ounce or actually price per unit, that's when it does lose a lot of its value, actually. Now, Dollar General said its quarterly gross profit as a percentage of net sales fell 30%. Wow. Or sorry, fell to 30% compared to 31.1% during the same period last year, in part due to increased markdowns, increased inventory damages, and greater proportion of sales coming from the consumables category and increased shrink, which, yeah, that's a fancy industry term for, what do you call it? Just a price walking off the shelves? Well, it's funny, they don't do that, but, theft. But they say the company posted adjusted earnings per share of $1.70 versus the expectations of $1.79, alongside a revenue of $10.21 billion, below Walmart or Wall Street's expectations of $10.36 billion. Wow, the stock is down 40% this year. Again, none of this is investment advice. I was gonna say, when it comes to investment, hindsight's always 2020. But yeah, I don't know if maybe the Dollar Tree and Family Dollar will be able to pick up the business that's being lost by this company, and maybe they're just all gonna be pushing more and more to going to places like Walmart. But yeah, in terms of like outliers in the industry, I didn't see this coming. If anything, I thought these specific businesses would be thriving more than usual this calendar year. But let me know, are you surprised by this? I mean, anecdotally speaking, I usually like to go to, which one? Dollar Tree, usually once a year, to get all the bulk Christmas candy for all my clients and do a little fun Santa Claus thing in December. And it's always a fun experience. And from manufacturing and just a business, I do find it fascinating that they can make toys for under $1 at those stores. Because again, if they sell it for $1, I mean, the rule of retail is about 50% profit. Again, that's not net; it's just upfront profit. In terms of if they're selling an item for $1, that means they had to buy it for 50 cents because they have to pay for employees, they have to pay for heating, cooling, the whole infrastructure of the store. That means it had to be manufactured for around 25 cents. That's even, and again, then you have to take into account all the cost of shipping. So I always found just like the engineering of those toys at the dollar stores fascinating that they can do it. And it's gotten to the point where they actually have, if you look at the parent companies, like, well, who owns this toy company? Well, it's gotten to the point where they cut out middleman, they just make it themselves overseas. Because they keep getting those, I mean, the dollar's just worth less and less and less every day. They got to do something to, everything they can do moving heaven and earth to keep that price point. And now they actually make a lot of the products themselves as well. So pretty surprised that the company's not doing great. But let me know, are you surprised at its development? Do you think they'll make a comeback Q4 this year? And when was the last time you actually went to a Dollar Tree? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight,